Hey guys, wanted to hop on a quick video because I was on Instagram and I saw a meme that really triggered me. And I want to share this meme with you and talk a little bit about why it triggers me. And hopefully it will help you. So the meme says, everyone wants a powerful woman until you start dating her and realize you have to step your own shit up. So, this is from the point of view of, this super powerful woman who just can't find a guy who can rise to meet her in her place of power. And how horrible is it to be the super powerful woman in the world surrounded by men who are so scared of powerful women. And, in this particular meme, it's breaking the lines down between men and women. This isn't necessarily a gendered conversation. You hear things like this all the time. People aren't ready for my power. People aren't ready for my enlightenment. People aren't ready for, whatever, my vibration. In this case, I'm a powerful woman and men can't handle me. Well, you know what I have to say to that? If you are creating a reality where you're not bringing in men who can rise to meet your power, that means some part of you actually doesn't want a man to meet you in your power, right? I'm assuming the point of view of the woman who says this is a spiritual one. This is a spiritual woman who regards herself as very powerful. Well, if you sign up to spiritual thinking, then that means you have to take responsibility for everything that's in your reality. And if a powerful man isn't in your reality, that means some part of you doesn't want a powerful man in your reality. And so what I would say is actually what's going on here. You are the one who is scared of what it would mean to bring in a truly powerful man in your life and where that would take you. And what I'm getting as I feel into the energy of this archetypal woman who's saying this statement, who's making this proclamation that there are no men out there who can get their shit together and rise to meet me, what I'm actually feeling about the underlying energy of this archetypal voice is that she's actually very scared of the surrender she would have to experience in relationship to a really strong masculine energy that could meet her all the way. And by the way, when I say surrender, sometimes people get confused. I don't mean surrender in terms of like some Stepford wife. I am now submitting to a man. I don't mean it that way. I mean surrender in terms of, letting go in relationship. Surrender to my true energy. Surrender to my true sexuality. Surrender to my true sensitivity. There's a fear there. But the reason why I got so triggered and the point I want to make about this is that it's so deceptive, right? Like, this voice that says, oh, there's no powerful men around who can get their shit together and rise to meet me. It's bluster, it's bark, it sounds strong on the surface. Oh, I'm so powerful. Where are the powerful men? But underneath that, there's really like a subtle but distinct flavor of victimization. Oh, there are no men out there for me. I'm just too powerful for them. That's feeling like there's something wrong with the world. That's pointing a finger at something outside of you and blaming. And when you're pointing a finger outside of you and blaming, it puts you in the role of victim rather than powerful creator of your life, of your circumstances, of your reality. And so what I actually love about this meme now, and I've gone from being triggered by it to actually totally loving it, because what it does is it so aptly illustrates how when we are pointing a finger outside of ourselves, we are actually in many ways assigning out there what's actually true for us. So what I would say to this woman who's saying, oh my God, I'm so powerful, and if a man, enters my sphere, he's going to have to sort of step up and get his shit together. Actually, what I would say is, no. You're actually scared of what happens when a man comes into your world who's powerful and you suddenly have to get your shit together. It's so much easier and safer to be in the peanut gallery, single, proclaiming your power, complaining about how there's no man to meet you and woulda, coulda, shoulda, what would happen if he came in, than it is to actually be in the trenches with this man that you seek. And actually in that place I feel my heart, like when I feel into the vulnerability of that fear, the secret fear of this archetypal woman, I feel the vulnerability and I feel the sensitivity, and that touches me. So great. Thank you for coming on this ride with me. I've now worked through my trigger. And I'll just say in closing that, guys, you just always got to be careful about getting on that high horse. Anytime you find yourself pointing that finger to the outside world, lamenting how, everyone else is disappointing you, it's like a telltale sign that there's actually something inside yourself you're not looking at. And on that note, I do really want to say to you, if you're watching this and something's resonating with you about things in your life that don't feel aligned with your deepest wants for yourself, if your conscious mind is saying, hey, I want relationship, hey, I want this in work, hey, I want this in creativity, and you don't currently have it, understand that there is likely something inside you, most likely unconscious, that is saying no to the very things that your conscious mind wants. And if you're curious about learning more about that part of yourself, or if you have this feeling like there's maybe help you need in that area, just know that this is literally what I do in my intuitive readings, in my sessions, is I help people. I literally channel the place inside that's saying no. I literally channel the stuck energy, and I get into a journey with you where we really uncover what is this place inside of you saying no, what needs to be looked at, what needs to be worked on, and what needs to be healed, so you can bring it into the light of consciousness and take responsibility for what you're creating. And just the very act of that responsibility is something that sometimes is enough to start shifting things almost immediately. So if that speaks to you, let me know. And otherwise, I hope you got something out of this. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, and thanks for going on this ride with me.